How's it, everyone? This is Nathan Heuer with FairburyTV, and we're here on this Wednesday, the day before state wrestling starts, and coming to you with some state wrestling predictions that I got. We got 27 area qualifiers from 5 different schools, and we get action underway tomorrow. Talk about returning state placers. We got 2 of them, and Cooper Bates from Wilber-Clatonia, 152-pounder. And we got 138-pounder Logan Slater from Fairbury, and both of those placed. We had Cooper took 5th last year, and Logan took 6th last year. And I think those two, their state experience is going to bode well for them this year, and that's very important. You go down there, and you got many other qualifiers returning. But those 2 I wanted to start with of note, and we'll start with Cooper, and he's ranked number 1, the only area wrestler to be ranked number 1 heading into the state tournament, and all projections, everything, the bracket sets up well for him. And I got him as the lone state champ, going to be from the area this year. He's beat Warner, Louisville. He's beat some top-ranked kids in the class, but he's going to have a tough road to get there to the final, and it really starts in the 2nd round. You got 2nd-ranked Jaden Jansen of Crofton Bloomfield in the 2nd round. That's going to be a tough matchup for him, but I think Cooper has shown, he's undefeated this year, and as long as everything's right mentally, he's going to be able to get the job done. I did a story on him and his family. He's the last of 4 brothers to go through. That's a great storyline and story to watch down there at the state tournament if you're looking for something pretty special. One of his brothers, Jackson, who's at Doane right now wrestling, he was the other state champ in the family, so let's see if Cooper can be the 2nd one in the family to get that done. Logan Slater now, talking about a loaded weight class, and it's tough for him being, let's see, Logan has Miguel Roman off the bat from Schuyler. They squared up against each other, 2nd match of the season at York Invite, and Logan beat him 10-7, and that's a heck of a close match, and that's going to be a great matchup. That's actually one of my 1st round matchups to watch out for, and that's a 1 and a 4, and that's going to be really tough. But I got Logan returning. I got him placing again. I think with his weight class and the way things shake out in his weight class, I believe that Logan, he has 4 returning state placers, not including himself in that weight class. I have him taking 5th, but just because of the way the bracket sets up and how tough it is. But overall, I think Logan has the potential. He's going to have Connor Locks, possibly a top-ranked kid from Hastings in the semifinals. I think Logan can get there, and maybe he can even battle back for 3rd and 4th, but it's going to be a dogfight after that in the consolation semis, and to see where he ends up there. So that's what I got for the 2 returning state placers. Now I got 8 additional state placers from the area, so 10 out of 27 I got placing at the state tournament. And now Cooper Smith, Tri-County, he was 1 away last year from placing at state, and he's really done really well this year. He's been Tri-County's foundation and their success, and been a great wrestler for them. I got him taken as runner-up. He has a favorable bracket. Both the other top-ranked kids are on the other side of the bracket, and he's been wrestling really tough this year. He was the only Tri-County wrestler to win districts, and I think he's going to make a run in the finals, and I got him taking runner-up. Then I got a slew of 5th place medalists from the area, starting with Riley Heuer, and I got him taking 5th place at 126s in Class C for Wilber-Clatonia. He's not projected according to any wrestle. He is projected according to any wrestle. He's on the favorable side of the bracket. Got a loaded weight class, 6 returning state placers, and he didn't place last year. So, but I got him taking 5th place. He's been wrestling phenomenally well. He gave Battle Creek kid, who's ranked number 1, a heck of a fight in the district final, and I think he's peaking at the right time, it looks like. And Bradley Pomiezel, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Brad. And I got you taking 5th place as well. He was a district champ along with Cooper Bates for Wilber-Clatonia, 170-pound career, and he only has 2 returning state placers in his weight class. So I think that bodes well. He got some good first round, you know, he won district, so he got a kid who took 4th from another district first round, and that bodes well. And if he can sneak by in the quarters, you know, you're in state placing. So I think he will get to the semis, and I think he's going to come out 5th place. Now we're getting to Fairbury. I got Logan Slater, I already mentioned him. I got him taking 5th, but I believe he has a strong possibility of getting that 3rd place match. It's his senior year. He made, you know, was definitely the foundation for Fairbury this year. One of the great wrestlers this year. Has that state experience. And then Seth Furmanek, phenomenal story. JV last year, and he came in, filled in the lineup, and won districts. Yes, Gavin Norris had injury default in the finals, but he really showed that he's made tremendous improvements, and although no media outlet's going to have him getting in because maybe they don't know who he is or what he's done, but I've been here watching them all season. I know his improvement. I've seen his improvement. I talked to Derek about his improvement, and I got him going to be taking 5th place as well, and in a weight that has 3 returning state placers, so certainly things are up for grabbing that way. So now we're moving to 6th place, and my lone Thayer Central placer will be Keegan Casey. And he's in a loaded weight class, 6 returning state placers, along with Riley Wurr. That 126-pound weight class at CND is just stacked. But I got him battling in there. He's going to have a tough road, but I think he can get into state placing. And he ran through his district and pinned everybody, I believe, and just showed he bounced back from a conference tournament where got knocked out, didn't do as well, and then he bounced back in districts. I think that's got some momentum heading into state. And then I got Ace York. He's another guy with Furmanek that's had a phenomenal season turnaround, and he's shown improvement all year. And Ace is a wrestler that I think he could even get in the 3rd place match because he's wrestled a ton of great kids this year. Damon Pape, it looks like he's going to have Damon Pape 2nd round from Hastings, and as we know, Damon Pape is undefeated and even beat Billy Higgins of Scott, which is at the bottom of the bracket this year, 49-0 I believe, but maybe York wrestled him in a 9-4 match earlier in the year, one of the few kids that wouldn't get pinned by him, and he's wrestled Gretna kid tough. York's wrestled a lot of good kids tough. He does a great job of not getting pinned and a great job of competing with the top kids. So I think he could even get into the 3rd place match, but I got him taking 6th. And Zach Rykowski, his last hurrah, I got him taking 6th as well. He's only returning state placer is Coulterman in that weight, surprisingly, but he's gonna likely have Grady Grease, who's undefeated from Northwest, and he's defeated Rykowski this year. They have a quarterfinal matchup set, but I think Rykowski will get in. I'm not saying he can't win that one, but let's say he does lose, he'll battle back. It's his last year, and he's shown tremendous improvement throughout the year as well. His power half with the legs, everybody knows that's his tough go-to. Almost unstoppable if he gets it in. I like him getting to the consolation semis. Who knows what could happen? I got him taking 6th. And last but not least, Chase Barnes. He's ranked 5th, but I got him taking 6th, Tri-County, 1 returning state placer, and he wrestled, doesn't have him placing, which is a bit of a surprise, but I got him sneaking in there. He took 2nd in districts, so he's gonna have a tough quarterfinal matchup, but I think he'll come back just like Rykowski, just like Ace York. Tough quarterfinal matches, but they're gonna battle back and get in that consolation semifinal round. And I would like to say, shifting to Fairbury as a team, there's a lot of this team's success at the state tournament is going to come down to in wrestlebacks. Are they going to be able to, let's say they lose in the quarterfinals, let's say they lose in the 1st round, are they going to be able to come back? Will a John Kerwood, will a Trent Grizzle be able to get a win or 2 for this team to get them in the top 10? And those wrestleback rounds, coaches will tell you, that's what wins, that's what makes you successful as a team. Obviously you need your big dogs to do good things and get to the semifinals, get to the finals, and get to those placing rounds automatically, but coming through the backside, that is crucial. And people like Ace York, Seth Furmanek, all these Austin Barnes, are they going to come back? And I think they can. It's going to come to that death round where are you going to get into placing or are you not? And I think you can see a lot of Fairbury kids in that round, and that leads me right in my dark horses for the tournament. Dark horses start with Nathan Paddock from Wilber-Clatonia, 106-pounder. And he's shown a lot of good things. He got upset at districts, was projected to take first, he took third, and he's gonna square up with number 3 ranked Zucha from Malcolm right away. Fun fact is, he beat Zucha earlier in the year. He's 41-5. He was one of Zucha's 5 losses, and that's one of the matchups to look out for, even according to any wrestle in the first round in Class C. That's gonna be a battle, and if he can win that match, I think he has a possibility to get in. You got a lot of freshmen, obviously 106 pounds, a lot of youngsters. That weight's up for grabs. And Paddock had a great regular season, and he certainly has potential to go. And that leads into Austin Barnes, senior, and he's shown he's had glimpses of greatness. He's battled. He battled a ranked kid from Beatrice. He battled in the district finals. He's wrestled good kids tough here as of late, and he took second at districts. I think he has a possibility of placing as well, but he has number 5 Hotz of Gothenburg to start off with, and that's just a tough, and Hotz lost to Mario Yarborough in districts in the semifinals. That's why he's at 3 versus Austin as a 2 in the first, so that's a tough. There's 3 returning state placers at Class B, 132 pounds, and Austin Barnes got to one of those right off the bat. But that's, you know, hypothetically speaking, if he loses first round, I could see Austin winning 4 straight and getting himself in consolation semis. But I'm honestly going to say I think Austin can pull that upset. I really do. They haven't met each other this year, but looking at common opponents, they've had similar results. We'll see what the mindset is like, but Austin, I know this will be his last go, so he's gonna be ready to rock, and I know Garfield has a squad prepared. And also that leads to my last dark horse to look out for, Ethan Paxton of Tri-County, and I didn't put him. He took second at districts. I didn't put him in as a placer. Keegan Casey's in that weight as well. That's who we lost to in the district final. I didn't put Paxton in, who's a wrestler who won 100 matches this year. I didn't put him in because there's 6 returning state placers in the weight, and that's not including Casey or him. But I think Ethan's had a great year, and he's a possibility that anything could happen down in the state tournament, and he has the potential to put himself in that conversation, maybe even get himself in that round right before placing to see what he can do there. But that's what I got for. And then my last first round matches to watch for on Thursday here coming up. And we got Austin Barnes and Hotz, I already told you about, from Gothenburg. Logan Slater, Miguel Roman, 1 versus 4 as far as district placing go, but they've had a 10-7 match earlier in the year. And Paddock Zucha from Malcolm, I talked about that. If he wins, if Paddock wins that match, he's going to have probably Hunter Gilmore of Arlington, who's 43-1 going into it. So he's going to have no easy road. Damian Stewart, Thayer Central, total surprise, 6th seed, took second at districts. Probably the most surprising performance of districts in our area, and Damian Stewart. And he took second. He's going to face Trent Skyscross. Probably didn't say that right, but he's ranked 5th from Plainview. And that'll be an interesting. I want to see if Stewart, if he comes out with that kind of fire that got him to the finals in districts, what he's going to do. And then Ethan Paxton, he's also going to have an interesting matchup for Thayer Central. He's got Gracie of Mullen, who's 32-5. He's not ranked, but he's projected to take 6 according to any wrestle. But he took 3rd in their district, Mullen's district, and Paxton took 2nd. So that's another matchup to look for as well. So that's like the 5 first round matchups to look for. That's about what I got for you for state wrestling predictions. Should be fun. Got 27 wrestlers across 3 different divisions, and it should be a lot of fun. Action starts tomorrow at 9:30. Look out for updates from Trevor Gill and I on Twitter. You can follow us, and also we'll have stuff coming to you at Fairbury TV And look out for on our Friday online edition. We're going to have first round results, and online on our social media we'll have interviews from coaches. So look out for all that stuff this coming weekend. A lot of good action coming from you from here at the Fairbury TV, Fairbury Journal News.